A Wall Street Journal study. In this Wall Street Journal study, they found that the racial wealth gap has not been increased by going to college. We've talked about this before, but I figure that now that white people are saying it, people are going to listen because I've been saying this for 25 years. We're going to break down exactly why the racial wealth gap has not been shrinking as a result of college attendance. And I'm going to talk to you about that right now on the Black Financial Channel. So get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We're going to get started right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I am your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about wealth and economics every single day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day, under one condition. The condition is that you must be B1. B1 means black first. It doesn't mean you have to be black to be here, but you got to love black people. B1 also means that we believe that B1 children, our children, are going to lead the world when it comes to economics, wealth building, business creation, etc. in the next 50 years. Also, B1 means we understand we must be one in order to be successful. If we don't put ourselves at the top of the priority list, then we will lose. If we don't learn how to solve our own problems, then we will always get bad solutions. If we don't learn how to stand up and be smart and embrace intelligence over ignorance, then we are going to get our butts kicked. If you agree with the philosophy, put a B1 in the chat, hashtag B1. That's what we believe. That's what we do. So I want to say hello to Jeffrey and Cutie Pie and who else is in here? I see Jordan Crawford and Aaron H and Stanley Carter and Frederick, and I see a lot of you in here. Shout out the city that you're in. Also, shout out the name of your business if you have a black-owned business. We support black businesses here, so put the name of your business in the URL, in the city that you're in, things like that. That way we can connect. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so there's this study in the Wall Street Journal, and I put this on my Instagram. My Instagram is the real Boyce Watkins. Make sure you follow me on the gram if you like intelligent black conversations. So in this study, they basically said something that I've always said for a very long time. They pretty much concluded, and you know how it is. It takes white folks about 30 years extra to figure out the stuff that we've been talking about for decades, that going to college is not increasing the racial wealth gap. Or excuse me, it's not reducing it. It's not reducing it. There was a time where you were told that if you go to school and get a good job, that's going to help you get equality, right? And I've told you guys from the jump, a lot of people get mad at me when I say it. But again, because I thought deeply about these issues for many, many decades. I don't believe in things like equality. I don't believe equality is possible. I believe you either compete or you're not competing. This idea that the lazy person is going to get the same as the hardworking person is just a ridiculous idea. It goes back to those days when they started giving everybody a trophy. You know what I'm talking about, back in the 90s when they started giving every kid a trophy. So the fat kid who wanted to eat ho-hos and not work out got the same trophy as the kid who actually had discipline and busted his butt in order to win the championship. I don't believe in that. I believe that when you talk about race, race is a race. And we talk about the race of race, meaning the competition behind different ethnic groups sort of fighting for their own. You're not going to get equality. Nobody gets into a race hoping that they can get a tie for the lead. Everybody gets in a race hoping to win. So let me explain to you some of this. And I'm actually going to show you a chart on my Instagram. Again, my Instagram is the real Boyce Watkins. We also have the Black Financial Channel on Instagram. I hope you'll follow either one because our goal is to educate. We don't just use our platforms for stupid stuff to tell jokes and all this other nonsense. We actually use our platforms to help make people better. So if your life isn't better because you're here on this platform, then you shouldn't be here. I don't want you here unless you feel like we've improved your life or put money in your pocket or help you and your family have a better life. That's what I hope makes us different from all the other nonsense on the internet. So let me show you this chart. This chart's very revealing. And then I'm going to break some of this down for you so that you can have a clear interpretation. Because, when you talk over some people's heads, they start misinterpreting stuff, or you say something that they're not used to hearing. They start making things up like, oh, Dr. Boyce is telling people that not to go to college, that if you go to college, that's stupid. No, you're stupid because you didn't listen, you idiot. So pay attention now. I want you to listen. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. This is on Instagram, the Black Financial Channel's Instagram page. This shows you for each group. This is white people with college, white people with no college, black people with college, black people with no college. Each tower shows you the wealth level for a given period of time. The darker column shows you what white people had in terms of wealth in 1989 to 1995. The lighter one shows wealth from 2016 to 2019. So you see, for white people with a college degree, their wealth level went up from here to here, right? Which makes sense, right? You should have more wealth now than you did in 1989, right? For white people with no college degree, it actually went down a little bit. This is a reflection of the fact that the working class has been getting screwed in this country for the last 25 or 30 years because corporations and the rich Republicans have pretty much zapped the government coffers and taken away labor rights, things like that. Look at black people with college degrees. This is y'all educated Negroes. This is y'all black folks that got the like me. I'm in that category. I'm an educated Negro myself, so I'm not making fun of you. You know, all of us who got those PhDs, MDs, JDs, RNs, ABC 123s, MBAs, all BAs, BSs, and all these other letters behind your name to convince you that you're better than other people. Like you're an uppity Negro now. Look at your wealth. Look at what happened to you. 1989, you were here. Your parents were here. Look at where you at. Your wealth is way down here in the doldrums. Now, mind you, if you go to black people without a college degree, they're just kind of getting their butts kicked. So this is not anti-education, right? When I show you this chart, I'm not telling you don't go to college or that college is for suckers. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Give me a yes. I need y'all to put a yes in the chat because there's people, I guess as I got more visibility on the internet, there were people because they do not understand my radical ideas. I have very radical ideas because they're well thought out and well tested through economic research. I'm not going to just follow the crowd because the crowd sometimes don't know what the hell they're doing. They will go and they will misinterpret my words deliberately. This is how propaganda works. So I want you to give me a yes if you understand what I'm saying here. Then give me a yes if you understand this. I am not saying that you shouldn't go to college. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Give me a verbal yes, because I need you to be part of the army. I need y'all to be the army to fight the misinformation. When people start saying, well, Dr. Boyce is saying people shouldn't go to college. That's just like when people saying, well, Dr. Boyce is saying black people shouldn't vote. I would never say black people shouldn't vote. You can never find me telling black people not to vote. I told y'all what I was going to do, but I never told y'all not to vote. But that's how propaganda works. Why is propaganda so significant when it comes to the pillaging of black people and taking our wealth? Well, propaganda works because if they get you believing the same old nonsense, if they get you to continue following the same failed strategy, then that is to their benefit. They get to keep jacking you for your dollar bills. They get to keep taking all your money, just sucking your wealth right out like a vacuum cleaner, like a crack pipe. Like they're sucking that money out of your community. So they keep you believing the dumb stuff. If they keep you stuck on stupid, then they win, you lose. Period. They win, you lose. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm saying this slow because I need people to understand what the hell I'm talking, what I'm saying here. Let me move on. I'm gonna move on. I don't have much time this morning, so I'm not gonna be here for very long. But I'm going to but I want you, if you could, please take 1 second, hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe button. And also, I want to remind everybody, we have created our own conference. It's called the All Black National Convention. The All Black National Convention is the coolest, blackest event of the year. It is 100% B1. We have no corporate sponsors, so you will not see blackness brought to you by Walmart or Black Power brought to you by Target, right? No. We don't do that. We don't take money from corporations. Don't take money from the government. But we do spend 4 days together as a family, and we do everything wealth related, from investing in stocks to crypto to real estate to how to buy a black-owned hotel to forming investment groups. We also cover lots of political topics and relationships, so that you can have better relationships, so you can deal with the politics, so you can understand what's going on in terms of us challenging the hip hop music industry for the fact that they pay black people to call us the N-word, right? We also have things like this year. We're going to have things like speed dating, a masquerade ball. We're going to have a Black Excellence Award show. So if you want to come down with your family, we don't have the tickets on sale yet. The tickets will be on sale next week, but you can actually reserve your hotel at a massive discount. It's going to be at the end of October in Atlanta, October 29th through November 1st. Clear that out in your calendar. Go to abnchotel.com and you can get your hotel room reserved now before they run out, and you can get it at a substantial discount. We got them to take, I think, $100 per night off of the hotel price. So you can go ahead and line it up for your family. They got villas. They have all kinds of activities. It's right down the street from Disney World. You'll love it. So plan your family vacation to be extra black, and you can come on down and hang with us at the All Black National Convention. Go ahead and clear that out in your calendar. All right, so let me go ahead and give you a couple of reasons why black wealth has not increased, or why the racial wealth gap has increased, despite the fact that you've got all these people going to college now. One of the things that's very interesting, is that is that is that one of the reasons that this is interesting is because when we go through our book club every Wednesday and we're reading a book by Dr. Claude Anderson called Black Labor, White Wealth. And I'll put the URL for the book club if you want to join. It's totally free to the community, and you get free access to my life class, blackkeystogreatness.com. In Black Labor, White Wealth, Dr. Claude Anderson shows that another very big myth that Black people always held, is that if we elect more Black people, that will improve our condition. Right. Now, I'm really here to talk to people that want to understand real solutions, not things that feel like solutions. You got real solutions and feel solutions. You got solutions that actually work in reality, and then you got solutions that just make you feel good. So getting more Black people elected is not a real solution. It's a feel solution. It feels like a solution. And what Dr. Anderson shows is that over a 30-year period, we increased the number of Black elected officials by the thousands. We went from a little over 100 in the 1960s to about 8,000 to 9,000 Black elected officials in the 1990s. He said that despite the fact that y'all have elected thousands of Black people to office, your lives have not gotten any better, particularly as it pertains to wealth, education, incarceration, all these measures of quality of life. Well, the same myth applies when it comes to getting more Black people with degrees. We're taught to believe that more degrees will create the cheese, that if you get the degrees, you're going to get the cheese, that getting educated in college is going to increase your Black wealth. Now, I believe that to the core. When I was younger, I went to college. I was the number one finance student on the entire University of Kentucky campus. I won the Wall Street Journal Outstanding Graduating Senior Award. I had a triple major, and I got 2 bachelor's degrees in 4 years while working a full-time job. So college, I was all about college. My first book I ever wrote was called Everything You Ever Want to Know About College. I've taught on different college campuses for over 27 years, University of Kentucky, Indiana University, Syracuse University, etc. I taught in Europe. I taught in China. I've got a chance to compare cultures as well, which one day I'll talk to you guys about that. Americans are lazy and we don't work very hard. I'm just going to be honest with you. We're going to get our butts kicked in the next 100 years. With that said, here is the reason why college has not improved the wealth condition for Black people. Number one, student loans have been a beast. Student loans have absolutely slaughtered Black wealth. Student loans have made white people extremely rich. Student loans have helped these universities get money like Pablo Escobar. That's why every college campus you go to right now has bought entire city blocks, and they're doing massive construction projects because they're nonprofit organizations that have to spend the money. So they have all these extra administrators. They've got all these beautiful amenities. Give me a yes or no if you've noticed how beautiful things are on the college campuses in your community. It's because they've been sucking that money like a vacuum cleaner right out of your community. A lot of you, give me a yes or no also if you are dealing with student loans right now. Give me a yes if you're caught under the bear of student loans. Student loans have been a beast. That has been a wealth killer for the Black community, not because you took on the debt. Taking on the debt was not the problem. Debt is fine. Debt is okay. The problem is when you take on the debt and you can't repay it. Like if I give you a loan for $1 million and so you can get a job that's going to pay you 10 grand a year, you ain't never going to pay that million back. You basically become a sharecropper. That's how sharecropping worked. They would loan them so much money they could never pay it back, and then they pretty much have a slave for life. Sharecropping was a replacement for slavery. So student loans are a replacement for slavery, no different from how the prison system became a replacement for slavery. So a lot of y'all think you living in a free world, but you're really living in a modern day form of slavery. I know capitalism very well. Capitalism, if you don't understand how to play the game, it's gonna turn you into a big old buck slave. You're gonna be working hard for massa, and everybody gonna get rich except you, and you won't know why. You know why that happened? Because nobody took time to really teach you the things that you need to know. Uncle Boyce is gonna try to help you. I'm gonna try to teach you, explain to you what you should have learned before you went to college. I'm not telling you not to go to college. I'm not telling you that you're a sucker for sending your kids to college, because if I said that, I'd be a hypocrite. My kids are going to college. I'm not a sucker. Going to college is not the crime. It is when you go to college and you don't learn the right things that prepare you to be an economically successful Black person. So going to college is cool. I don't care if you go to college. You can go to the military. You can go get you a job at Taco Bell. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. But the 3 things every Black child must learn before they do any of these things is 1, they must learn how to start their own business. That way, when the white man don't want to pay you, he don't want to hire you, he don't want to treat you right, you can go create your own, you can be okay. You can create multiple streams of income, even if you keep your job. Entrepreneurs can do that. Employees can't. That's why universities are not designed to make you rich. The universities are designed to create more employees, including the HBCUs. That's why most HBCUs love to brag about how many Negroes they send to go work for white people. They don't talk about people like Sharif Abdul-Malik at Howard University. He should be getting a damn a super award for the fact that he built We Buy Black. They don't acknowledge him, but they'll acknowledge the Negro who went to work for Goldman Sachs. So you went to go work for the big Jewish firm. Oh, that makes you a special Negro. You're an uppity Negro now. You're an important Negro. Right? No. The important black people in the community are the ones who are developing industry. The important black people in the community are the ones who are creating jobs. Many of you, how many of you right now, give me a yes or no if you have a black-owned business. Say yes in the chat if you have a black-owned business. If you have a black-owned business, I don't care if your business is raggedy. I don't care. I told you guys the other day how Coca-Cola was started by a drug addict, and he ended up selling all the rights to the company for about $2,000, right? Coca-Cola is now worth $250 billion, right? So don't sell yourself cheap. Don't just because your business look raggedy now don't mean it's going to be raggedy forever. You might be raising a child who's going to take your business to the next level. So don't give up on your raggedy business or that little ugly baby that you're trying to cradle and take care of. I'm going to tell you the reason I want you to mention if you have a business or not is because you are my hero. You are my hero. I respect and honor you, the black business owner, more than I'll honor, somebody who got a fancy job any day of the week. It doesn't mean I disrespect people who got the jobs. Some of y'all in here too. I'm not making fun of you. I promise you. I was the job seeking Negro myself. I did that, when I graduated and got my PhD, my hope was to get a high paying job, which I did. I went to Syracuse University. They paid me $115,000 a year at the age of 29 or 30, whatever age I was. That was a wonderful thing, right? But that must be flipped. That income must be flipped into wealth. Income does not lead to wealth. Income gives you an opportunity to have wealth. It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. Stop measuring your success by how much money you're getting paid by that company. That has nothing to do with how much wealth, power, and legacy you're developing for the people that you care about. Hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe button right now. Right, like I said, our book club meets every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. You can go to blackkeystogreatness.com if you'd like to join. Also, this podcast has an audio component, so we'd love it if you follow us on audio, Spotify, look up the Dr. Boyce Breakdown, or you can go to the drboycebreakdown.com. That's where I do the audio version of this podcast. Now I got to hurry up because my sister's coming over. We're about to eat breakfast. My sister's another educated Negro. She's a medical doctor. Okay, and then the Uber guy said he would be here in 3 minutes, so I'm about to be fast. Other reasons why college attendance has obliterated black wealth. One, the cost of college has been going insanely high. That's another reason. So the cost of college has exceeded the rate of inflation by a long shot. And that is another reason why you're getting your butts kicked. Then lastly, when you get that degree and you go out and seek that fancy job, you don't end up getting the best jobs. The white kids get the best jobs. You don't get the highest salaries. The white kids get the highest salaries. You don't get all the promotions. White kids get the promotions. Why? Well, because the companies were created in their images. They are your economic gods. Gods have the power to manifest. So they are able to manifest and create organizations that are in their image. They show you the brochure. They got their whole board is a bunch of smiling white men, right? And so that means that organization is slanted and biased in the direction and in the favor of those who created the economic gods who manifested that organization. You can believe all day that one day if you elect the right politician, that they're going to change all that. That's not true. You can think all day that if you scream Black Lives Matter long enough, they eventually going to decide to give their power away. That's not true. You can sit around and hope and pray to white Jesus that one day things it's just going to get better and one day a change is going to come. That's just not true. I'm more of a pragmatic, practical person. And what I really believe is that the person who created the organization has the power to make the rules under which that organization will function. There's nobody who can come work for my black-owned business and not for 1 second think that being black is not going to be an advantage in that organization. I could try all day to be as fair as I can possibly be, but I'm sorry. When you're black or your family, you're going to get a bias in your favor that other strangers will not get. People I don't relate to are not going to get that bias. You can't come in and say that I love Donald Trump and get the same treatment as somebody who says I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, because that's the bias that we have. Everybody has bias. So stop believing that discrimination will eventually go away and things are going to get wonderful. That's how you get caught up in these sucker traps. So let me go ahead and get out of here. The food is almost here. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. Also, please do that. Please, that's really important that you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, because we're building our own. We're building our own black everything. We're building Black media, all kinds of stuff. We're making movies, everything else. We could really use your help. Also, if you want a free e-copy of my book, It Takes a Village to Raise the Bar, that gives you a breakdown of Projects 2070, what I call the new paradigm for Black America, which focuses on the 4 things we need: wealth, education, family, and community. I'm not just here to complain about the problems. Excuse me, I'm a mathematician. I solve problems. Mathematicians solve problems. We don't just sit and complain about them. So let's solve the problem and not just complain about it, because they got you thinking that if you complain long enough, that some white guy's gonna come along and solve the problem. I'm sorry, Black people, but that's not how the world works. But you can do this yourself. You just have to believe. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna go. Don't forget, All Black National Convention happens at the end of October. I hope you will join us. If you want to, go ahead and reserve your hotel now. There's a discount on the hotels. You can go to abnchotel.com. There's the URL on the screen. Lock it in, because it's a deep, deep discount on the hotel rooms. The space is wonderful. The hotel is the nicest hotel we've ever had. This is the biggest convention we've ever had. We're having more activities than we've ever had, more experts than we've ever had. And this is our 6th one. And we're very proud of this, because we did this on our own. This was Black people building things. And I hope you'll be a part of that. And I guarantee when you walk away, your life will be transformed. It always happens every year. It's going to be even better this year. So God bless you. Take care. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Be good. Peace.